Okay guys, so I've been filming this whole video and I just now realized my mic was off. So I was having a full-blown conversation with you guys and my girlfriend with my mic off because I'm that special. You missed our whole rant about death and almost dying and Gen Z and Gen Y.
And Harambe.
And Harambe.
Never forget Harambe.
And memes and Tide Pod conversation. That's been a whole time. And I realize now after 20 minutes that my mic isn't on. Oh, I'm so special.
Love you.
I love you too.
Want some kimchi
Sure, I'll have a bite.
noodles? It's hot.
Like hot as in spicy?
Not very, but also hot as in temperature.
It's like, because I don't think spicy is a good idea.
You've tried it.
Hot, yes, hot and spicy. You're trying to kill me.
It's not spicy to me.
It is
Like,
spicy to me. I don't do spicy. Even if it's like the tiniest bit of spicy, like I can't do it.
because you're like the whitest white person ever.
Did you say I'm the what?
The whitest white person ever.
I am the whitest white person. That is what?
You have like a white person tongue.
A white person tongue.
Yeah.
Gee, thanks.
Which like,
What is that? Wait, what does that even
have you
mean?
never seen white people memes?
I mean, I say white people bullshit sometimes, but like,
White people memes are the funniest thing. I'm not even gonna lie.
baby, you're white.
I know, and so I can appreciate things. Like, I can laugh at it. Like,
As if people who are not white cannot appreciate things.
yeah, no, but you know what I mean.
Yes,
like,
no, no.
No, you know what I mean. Like, I can laugh at like white people memes because like I'm hella white and I can see it, and so I can laugh at that part of like white people because
That part of white people. As if there's different
No.
parts of white people now.
no, we're not getting into this conversation.
Bullshit.
No, like,
I just want a bunny rabbit.
sounds many.
Okay, I just
but
want to kill a
white
bunny
people
rabbit.
memes, it's like, there's just a picture of like, we'll say generic looking white guy 1, okay? And he's
What?
talking to generic looking white guy 2. Okay, and because you know white people, one of them has blonde hair and one of them has brown hair, like, really generic looking, okay? And it's
Like the Ken doll. Not the human Ken, the
and
Ken
it's
doll
like,
itself.
the one's like, hey Derek, and the other one's like, hey Dylan, and they're just like,
Derek and Dylan.
yeah, like it's real, it's good, it's real good, and it's just like, you try this Sprite, and Derek gives Dylan a Sprite, and Dylan takes a sip of the Sprite, and he's like, ooh, that's too spicy for me, because white people can't handle spice.
How's Sprite even spicy?
That's the joke. That's the joke, because white people can't handle anything like spice.
Oh,
At all?
baby.
At all, and then there's memes where it's like how white people season things and it's just three granules of salt. And it's like, well, that's a little spicy for me. I think it's the funniest thing ever.
I think you may have slightly lost your mind. Just a little.
You're just realizing this now?
Monsters, get away from my house so I can go to bed. Jeez, what's wrong with you?
No, but like, I don't know.
We were also...
There was this comedian, and I don't remember who, that was talking about it, and they're just like, calling white people out, because they're like, white people don't realize that there are white people jokes too. Like,
I never said there weren't. There's jokes
Yeah,
about
but have you ever heard
everything.
of them? They're wonderful. They're so good. I love them. I think they're great. They're so funny. I think they're excellent. White people memes and jokes, excellent. Like, they're, like, roast the fuck out of us. GG, it's so good. I love it. I think it's great.
I love you.
Like, it's so good.
I was also telling Donna how I should just start naming my YouTube videos Side Conversations with the Girlfriend or the Brother. Watch Minecraft or listen to us talk about life. Because that's pretty much what you guys do.
Isn't that what any gameplay is, though? Like, you watch any of the big YouTubers, right? And all they really do is just talk about stuff and play a game, occasionally make comments about the game, and then continue on with things. And that's okay.
I mean, yes, but they're also very famous. I am not.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, it's like, you're a person.
I'm pretty sure someone would like Markiplier, for instance. Everybody loves Markiplier. And if you don't, what are you doing wrong in your life? But, like, he can talk about things going on in his life. And it's interesting, so people will want to hear about things going on in his life.
But baby, here's the thing. Any human drama is fantastic. Like, and not drama like anything's bad, but like any human experience, humans like, because they like relatability. And at the end of the day, that's what this is. It's a way for humans to connect to other humans, even if it's a one-sided connection, because at the end of the day, humans crave connection, and we're all lonely little creatures in a big old universe.
My
And
philosophical. Thanks, girlfriend, everybody.
That's also why humans pass bond with everything. That's the exact reason that pets exist.
You said pack bond or pat bond?
Pack bond. Have you never heard, like,
like
never looked at
pack bong.
it? Yeah, humans can pack bond with anything.
No, baby, I said pack bong.
Oh.
Which I don't do, but...
You know those kids. What's up, my fellows?
YOLO.
Steve's
420 swag. Blazing. No, God.
420 swag.
420 swag. God. This is why I said, you know, awkward in between of two generations.
420 swag.
What? Are you okay? I killed my girlfriend.
You said 420 swag, and I just saw like a middle-aged like dude trying to get hip with the kids. Just like
Yeah, like hashtag relatable fam.
like no, like 40-year-old like white suburban dad. Okay, walks into his kid's room. Okay, like. If any of your viewers have ever played Dream Daddy or knows what Dream Daddy is, I saw Joseph from Dream Daddy, okay? I'll show you later, okay? Joseph from Dream Daddy walking into his kid's room and looking at his wife Mary and be like, I'm hip with the children, 420 YOLO swag, boys.
YOLO swag?
Like, excellent. Yes. Superb.
Okay.
So good.
I'm just gonna let that one go. Or like Cyanide and Happiness, how like he comes down into the basement and sees his kid like smoking. Oh, you think that's cool? Like what? No.
Real men don't smoke just a cigarette. Real men smoke the whole pack like, what?
Real men don't smoke one cigarette. Real men just smoke the whole bag. What? And drink. And they drive. That's not.
Cyanide and Happiness is a trip.
I love Cyanide and Happiness. It is so funny. And sometimes so relatable that it's just like, how can I not watch it? Oh, look. The chicken just laid an egg. Oh look, the chicken is now in my inventory. Like, why? Take me to your leader. Oh, Mr. Bunny Bun.
I appreciate that you just talked about the chicken like it was an alien.
So I talked about the chicken like it was an alien. Like,
yeah, take me to your leader. Oh, bye.
I mean, it laid eggs just like Alien.
Yes, because it's a bird, baby. Birds lay eggs.
What? A chicken is a bird? Oh, it's a joke. I know chickens. I was gonna say, please know that I know that a chicken is a bird. Like I'm not. Oof. Just oof. I don't know what I'd do if I ever ran into someone that didn't know a chicken was a bird.
I went to school with a girl who was like that. Like, I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding.
Jay went to school with a girl who didn't know Mother Teresa was a saint.
I went to school with a couple girls like that. Like, real stupid. Like,
Mother Teresa, ain't she like a saint or something? And I'm like, oh, okay.
Real. I was sitting in algebra. Okay.
As most people do.
This girl walks in crying. Okay. She sits down. She goes, I just found out my mom is a virgin. Sobbing.
Oh my god.
Sobbing in class. I was like,
how do you think you got here?
How? Okay, this is the same girl that days before, this is the same week, comes into class, finds out that another girl's having a birthday and a different girl's birthday's a few months later and goes, is everyone's birthday this year? I was like, yes, it's an annual thing. I was like, oh my god.
Maybe she meant like,
no.
Holy shiza.
No. Like, she was surprised that everyone had a birthday that year. She was genuinely shook. She was shocked. She was shocked. She thought that she was the only one that had a birthday.
Oh, they made it.
Kidding. I thought she was joking. I thought it was like sarcasm. I was like, what? And then I look, and she's genuinely shocked. And I was like, wow, you're literally dumber than cheese. Oh my god.
I didn't know cheese was smart, but okay.
That's the point. Cheese doesn't have a brain. This girl's literally dumber than cheese. And I was like, oh my god. What? The other girl didn't realize that there were differences between cats and dogs. She thought that cats were just a different breed of dog.
My god, your school is terrible.
These are the people I graduated with.
Like, oh my god, listen.
How do you get that? No!
Like, I question all the sanity that has gone on in our school.
My school was a trip and a half to get through.
Nope, leave me alone. Okay, we're leaving. Oh baby, I'm gonna drown. Because now I'm lost. 47 more seconds.
You're fine. You're fine.
Oh, hey, look. We're gonna run away. Because now I have my nice walk for 2 minutes. That didn't seem like it was 3 minutes long. Oh. This doesn't seem very...
The girl that thought that cats were a different breed of dogs, I just remember this because I'm over here, like, being nostalgic about school now. Just thinking back on all the really weird times. Thought that whenever our history teacher, told her that America, like, as colonies,
Ow.
left British rule, okay, in the Revolutionary War. Normal phrasing for that. Normal phrasing, right?
Yeah.
She thought that the U.S. was connected to the UK, and we literally took the entirety of the continent and moved it.
Yes, because
Like, I'm not...
we just broke it off with a
remember-
giant jackhammer
I
and
remember-
bulldozed it away.
Raises her hand real, just boom.
Anyone listening to this in another country is probably going to think the United States is so stupid. I mean...
They're not wrong. It's fine.
I was gonna
Raises
say,
her
I
hand
mean...
real fast, right? Like, raises her hand. Teacher calls on her and he's like, yeah? And she's just like, how did they move the, like, how? And he's like, what do you mean how? He's like, how did they take the land and move it? Did they have, like, really big boats? Like, how? And I was like, I sat there. I just looked over, I made eye contact with the teacher, and I was like, do you understand what's going on right now? Because, like, I can't, what? I had to ask to leave the room. I went to the bathroom, and I had to just stand and get myself composed for a second. Like, I'm just standing looking in the mirror in the bathroom, I'm like, wow, this is the future of this country. Wow, this is the future of this country as a whole. I'm shook.
I just learned and thought of something.
What?
Like, these can make you... Ow. Not to dig that with a fishing rod. That might have to be iron. But these help you breathe underwater, right? So...
No. Your water's still disappearing.
No.
Oh. The bubbles themselves?
The bubbles themselves help you breathe underwater. So, if I were to steal one of these and place it whenever I go underwater exploring, that would be an endless supply of oxygen. Right. They're like hot lava blocks. And now, oh, scheiße. Okay, yep.
And now we run.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, run.
Oh.
Just go into the street, bring it out.
Ow.
Escape.
That's funny, it's spelled just like the word escape.
Oh, they're fighting each other?
Yeah. Oh! Okay.
Jump scare ahead. 30.
Jump scare. You killed your friend just so you could claim my soul. That's metal as fuck. And now you're dead. Oh, hi. Listen.
What?
You can play at that game.
The sheer amount of stupid that my school had. Like, it was incredible.
Gotcha. Yeah, sounds like it. I mean, granted, my school probably wasn't any better. Like, we still had some interesting characters at my school.
Like, wow.
Like, the things that went on in my school.
Like, can
Oh,
you
nope,
imagine?
zombie.
Can you imagine just living like that? Can you imagine?
Being that oblivious to the world around you? No. Like, I don't live under a rock. Turtles! Hello, turtles. Hello, Spider. Are you interrupting my time with the turtles? No. No.
Like, I'm just, how do you...
That turtle scared me for a hot second. I thought it was another spider.
No.
Are you gonna
The pig is dancing, you're right. Yeah, look at it go.
Are you gonna literally announce every possible jump scare?
Look at it go.
Jump scare 3931.
Aw. He just wanted to dance.
With somebody who loves him. Well, it wasn't me, obviously.
Like, I'm still like, how are you, like, how did you just get that dumb? Like,
I don't think you get that dumb. I just think you are that.
But how?
Kids, this is why you pay attention in school.
No, she paid attention, like, both of them paid attention. They took good notes. They just...
Okay, but anyone in their right mind would have known, like, hey, this is not how that... Oh, hi, how you doing? Yeah, come and get me. Can't dive, can ya?
Like, I genuinely... How do you exist like that? Like, how is that even possible? Like, I just...
Oh, I am so much farther away from where I needed to be. But I wanna... Turtle!
Like, I know...
I realize I sound like such a child when I say turtle.
Like, I know... Not everyone...
Yeah, come and get me, creeper. Come on. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Hmm? Oh, shit. You can still hurt me in the water. Well.
Like, not everyone's gonna be at the same, like mental level that I am. You know? I know that. Everyone's at different places. It's fine.
Okay. Yes, but there is a...
But, like, how does it get... How?
I don't... You're asking the wrong individual, baby. Like, granted, I'll be the first to admit that I am not the smartest individual. Like, there are people a hell of a lot smarter than I will ever be. But, like...
Yeah,
Like, I'm still not... Like, I feel like that's more of a common sense factor than it is... You stupid jockey. Than it is anything else.
And, like, we weren't in, like, little grades either, which would make sense for the question, because, like, little kids
Oh, yeah.
don't know anything, you know? Like, their minds are they're still being taught. But, like...
Excuse me,
We were in junior year.
Jay was in high school when that girl asked if Mother Teresa was like a saint or something.
What?
Which...
What?
And... Yeah, in high school you should probably know that she was by now.
I don't know. That one I can kind of understand, because, like... I don't do anything religious. I'm not a religious person.
Okay, but that's not...
So, like, I don't know saints.
That has nothing to do with religion. Like, it was taught at our school.
Oh. Not at ours. Not that I can remember.
Yes, but I full off. I had 2 separate curriculums for different counties.
What?
You didn't know that?
Mm-mm. That's crazy. How? How did they even do that? Did you just not have certain teachers if you lived in a different county?
What do you mean, certain teachers?
Like, did one teacher teach one thing?
No, I'm confused.
How did they teach different curriculums for different counties for one school?
No, baby, I meant yours and my school. Your school was a different
Okay,
county.
I thought you meant yours had 2. I was like, what? How?
No.
That's an example of my school.
My school is.
There, though, isn't it? Speaking of, never mind. Wipe what I said. I'm sorry. I'll shut up.
No, but no, that goes back to the like common mistaken thing, like our schools were in different.
And that.
Our schools were
an
in.
example of instant karma.
Our schools were in different counties, so like.
Don't talk shit. Because it'll come and bite you.
Don't talk shit or you might get got. That's how it works.
Fair played, universe, fair played. GG.
Moving on. I don't know how to, like, continue.
And I was like, oh, wait.
Does not compute. Oh, you mean our school?
No, the way that you phrased, I thought you meant that your school had two different
counties.
Depending on the county. I was like,
no.
West A covers 2 counties. Like, I knew your school was big, but like,
I
you
mean.
mentioned your school in another video. Yeah, your GTA video. Because I mentioned Fort Cherry.
But yeah, like. Two different schools.
I thought you meant yours was so big that it covered 2 different counties. I was like,
I mean, we have 3 elementary schools, so it's possible. Yeah, you guys don't even have 1 middle school, but
no,
we have
an elementary school and then we have a junior, senior high school.
Which is so funny to me. Like, I'm going the wrong way again. Oh, that was dumb of me.
Elementary school. If you're in grade kindergarten
To 6th, yeah.
And then
High school if you're a 7th
Yeah.
senior. Which is so weird to me because ours, it's like, okay, you could take preschool at the high school.
yeah, we used to have a preschool.
Because I taught the preschool. And then you could take kindergarten through 5th grade in one of the 3 elementary schools. And then middle school is all 3 elementary schools combined for 6th to 8th grade. And then high school is freshman to senior.
Did you stay in the same elementary school building the entirety of your elementary school years, or?
Yeah, I went to my school for all 14 years. 13.
No, I mean like in that same building.
For
Like if you had 3 elementary schools, did you stay in that same building
Oh yeah.
all your years in elementary school?
Yeah.
Did everyone, or did some people like switch?
Well, there was one elementary school that was newer, so they split the elementary school I went through in half, and the other one, depending on the borders, because they started getting overpacked with kids. But yeah, you were in the same building throughout kindergarten to 5th if you didn't.
That's so wild to me. Your school is so wild.
Yeah.
Like,
Just like, and then for 6th, 7th, and 8th, all 3 elementary schools went to the same middle school and high school. So I graduated with kids that I went to kindergarten with.
and then also kids you didn't know at all.
And then kids that were split up between each school.
That's wild.
But like we were all still part of the same school district.
That's
So
crazy.
it's weird. Yeah. And I think it only covers Allegheny County.
I think so, because it's, you know,
Oh,
West A.
yeah. Go West A.
Yeah,
No, I hated my school.
Fort Cherry's what?
Yeah, it's in Washington.
Yeah.
But it's weird though because like, you know, Valley Street.
Yeah.
the top of that's for West A. But
Yeah.
it's in McDonald.
Well, not Valley Street. That's the top of Spring Street. But yeah.
Valley Street too.
No, because
Or
Valley.
Fanny Street, not
Yeah,
Valley.
Fanny. Top of Fanny and the top of Spring.
Because like
Because of the county line.
exactly, like it goes right back to being Allegheny
Yeah.
and North Fayette Township.
That's so wild to me.
Right?
Like, that is so wild.
I can't tell which way I'm going.
That's so strange to me.
But see, but that's funny though, because like your school's so weird to me. Like I can't imagine not ever having a middle school.
Yeah, no, it was just like.
Then again,
elementary
look at the
school.
difference between your graduating class and mine.
Yeah, I graduated with like 84 people.
And I graduated with 353.
Yeah. Fort Cherry's really small.
West A is decent. Like,
They're not massive, but they're not little.
yeah, like Pittsburgh Public Schools has graduating classes of 1,000. So by
God,
far,
I can't imagine going to school with that many people.
by far, like there are schools with much larger graduating classes. However, it's so semi-big to me thinking about like.
Did you ever see that meme where people were like, it was a picture from High School Musical, okay, and they were like pointing out how there was like a giant wall poster of like Troy for basketball, and like, is this a thing in American schools? And there was a person that was like, no, why would that be a thing? It was a thing at Fort Cherry for basketball, actually. Like, our girls' basketball team did really well. So, like, starting in my 8th grade year, we would just have, like, massive, like, 5-foot-long posters of just, like, all the members of the basketball team hanging up in the gym. Just all the time. So, like, it might not be a thing at most normal schools, but it was definitely a thing at Fort Cherry. So. Wild.
I mean, yeah, my school never did that. It was kind of like, yay, you're part of a team, blah, blah, blah. Unless you were the football team. If you were the football team, man, you got away with everything. Well, I think that's how it is for, like, most football teams, so.
Yeah.
Not to single out my school individually. Like, I think that's in every high school thing. Like, if you're part of the football team, man.
That
Well,
made me so angry.
except for when I played football. When I played football, it was just like the powder puff thing. Like I didn't play for our actual football team. I wish I did, but they didn't allow girls on the team.
That's sexist.
It was more of a legal thing than it was sexist.
How is it a legal thing? You would have to sign all the same forms that the boys would.
Yes, but it's a whole contact issue.
So here's how you deal with that.
Like harassment issue.
Okay, you sign the legal forms. And here's the thing, if a guy gropes you while you're trying to do it, beat his ass with football. Or beat him. Smack him around a little bit. He won't do it again. fight him. Don't just take it, like, ah. I know so many girls that I went to school with that, like, would get smacked in the hall, and they're like, there's nothing I can do. Like, punch him in the mouth. Like,
You know the saying that small people are angry all the time? You can hear my girlfriend now, can't you?
Savage. No, like, I remember on the Strive bus, which Strive was my school's name for our gifted program.
Ours was like Horizons or something like that.
So, Strive, we're on the Strive bus going to one of our little nerd competitions, right?
Nerd competitions.
So that's what they were. Because guess which one we were going to? Academic League.
I don't know what that is.
Any gifted students that might watch your program, you know what Academic League is. It's basically a quiz game of random knowledge for little nerdy kids. So we're on with Academic League, and this kid Zach was running his mouth because my friend Regis is also gay, and Zach's running his mouth. And we'll stop, and like, is like pushing Regis' shoulder, and we're in the middle of Pittsburgh, and I grab his head and I shove it out the open bus window. I said, I'm gonna put you out this window and over this bridge if you don't stop. And my Strive teacher, bless her, Miss Newman, was like, Donna, please don't. Like, Donna, please. I have his head and part of his like right shoulder out the window, and he's like, oh my god, oh my god. He's like smacking the side of the bus. I got him ready. I said, apologize. He's like, I'm sorry. I pull him back in the bus. I said, know your place.
Who did Gavin punch?
This kid named Bill.
Not my Gavin. Donna has a Gavin. And then I have my brother Gavin, who I'm mostly called Goober.
Yeah, no, Kit Kat was looking at Bill, and Bill, I guess, said something. Who knows what it is? Bill's a little bitch. Not gonna lie. And I guess Gavin got fed up. Bah! Right in the mouth.
I can't imagine Gavin like
He hurt his hand.
yeah. I can't imagine Gavin punching anyone like.
My Gavin, little string bean.
I was gonna say he's so small.
I know, he's a little string bean. I love him. He got fed up.
I mean, I get it. Everyone has their breaking point.
Popped him. Hurt his own hand. Didn't really hurt Bill. But he said, he looks at me and he goes, but you know what? It shocked him. And it felt good to hit him. I was like, yeah, Gavin. You got it. United States is all stupidity and violence. Yeah, a little bit. That's how it is. Nah, like, is this controversial opinion time? Is this what it's gonna be?
What do you mean controversial opinion time?
Because I feel like a lot of the issues with bullying would be eliminated if we just let people fight each other again. Like, look at our parents' generation, okay? They were being bullied. They could turn around, punch the bully. They got in school. It's fine. That's the worst that it was. Now, somebody pushes you until you snap. You punch them. You get the same sort of charges that you would if you were to shank a bitch.
Jesus.
No, it's not. Like, that's exactly what happens. You still get the same assault charges. Whether,
not in my school.
No, at Fort Cherry, that's how it is.
Well, your school.
Because let me tell you what.
We've all come to the
watched,
conclusion that your school is messed up.
We were out on the courtyard at lunch. I watched some guy named Steve stab the other Steve in the eye.
Okay, there's a difference between stabbing and punching.
They both got the same charges because then the other Steve punched the first Steve in the face. They got the same charges. Just assault.
It's like Blue's Clues Steve's like the new Blue's
Well,
Clues
one was
and the
Big
old Blue's
Steve,
Clues
and the
too.
other one was Little Steve. And Big Steve stabbed Little Steve in the eye with like a fork or something out on the courtyard.
Jesus.
And so Little Steve like punched Big Steve right in the face, and they both got the same charges. We're both out of school for 2 weeks.
Well, I'm so glad I never went to your school.
Yeah, it was a place. Ooh.
That's a lot of wolves.
No, but like,
We could rescue another dog.
I feel like a
Oh,
lot of the
okay.
issues would be taken away if like people were just running their mouths and you could just hit them.
If you were allowed to just, randomly assault people.
No, I'm not saying randomly assault people, and even that in
Okay.
schools would be taken care of. Because somebody comes up and punches you in the face, now you can punch him back and you're not getting assault charges. Now you're defending yourself. You don't gotta wait for the 3-punch rule that this state has, which like
That's
is,
only for minors.
no.
I thought that was only for
No,
minors.
because I looked into it. I
Like-
looked into it because I was gonna beat up some kids that were messing with me at school because I'm gay. Because Fort Cherry's atrocious. And kids like
yeah.
at school would constantly like shove my head into lockers and like push me sideways into doors and shit. So like
Yeah,
I was
see?
getting ready. I was like, I'ma fight them.
My school
like,
wasn't that bad about
I was like,
gay
I'ma fight them.
people.
Let's go. Like, but I looked at it and
Kind of.
because
Depending
of
on who you were, I
state
guess.
laws,
And the grade.
because the state laws, gotta wait for them to give you reasonable cause, which is 3 physical contact attempts. So like, and it was never 3. They do 2, but never 3. Like shove me twice and then stop, because they knew. Because all of Fort Cherry knows. You hit that person, unless they grabbed you up 3 times, you're getting assault charges. And that's messed up, and I feel like a lot of the issues would be taken away if you just let people fight each other. I'm not saying fight to the death, like no Mortal Kombat stuff, but like,
Jesus,
just
I
let
hope
someone,
not.
Nah, like listen, someone's running their mouth, you know those types of people, they just don't stop, just punch them in the face, then they'll stop. And I feel like a lot of the issues in the world would be better if we just let people fight each other like normal creatures. You see it in the animal kingdom all the time. Like, look at lizards. One lizard being a little turd, all the other lizards getting annoyed. He smacks the one lizard with his tongue too many times. Shaw, tail to the face. Doesn't do it anymore. We're just animals. It is a normal thing for us to want to fight each other. Just let us, like...
Start that dominant.
No. Like, don't let... Like, with kids that are bullying other kids, it would be solved if you just let the kids that were being bullied punch the kids that were bullying them. It would be fixed.
There was a situation in my high school where this one kid was being bullied and, like, had reported it to the teachers, and both kids got suspended.
Right? Like, that's what I'm saying.
But they're like, oh, we're afraid of retaliation from his friends. Like, you know for damn sure that no one's gonna be dumb enough to retaliate.
I don't know if Fort Cherry they would. Fort Cherry's a very violent school, though.
But, like, no one in their right mind, like, oh, my friend just got suspended.
Yeah, no,
Here,
Fort
let
Cherry-
me go after the kid that just got my friend suspended. So I
That
can
didn't
turn around
happen
and
at
be
your
expelled. What?
What you just described, that wasn't a thing at your school?
What, people retaliating?
Yeah.
No.
What?
Like, they were all smart enough.
Your school sounds so safe and nice. What? Fort Cherry was wild. This kid named Ryan. Okay? So, there's... For safety of keeping names secret of accused party, we're gonna call this kid K, okay? Ryan snitched that K used to do coke, okay? K was put in rehab because under suspicion, okay? That he used to do something, so they put him in rehab even though he doesn't do it anymore. Ryan snitched on him. Kay's friends fought Ryan, all got suspended. So then Kay went and beat Ryan because he got his friend suspended and because Ryan snitched. And then Ryan's friends came over and tried to fight Kay. Kay's friends came over and beat all of them. Like, Fort Cherry breaks itself down into little gangs, and if someone
see, my school tried that whole thing, and they try to go hard, but they're not.
And if
They're all a
someone
bunch
messed with
of
one of your
preppy
buddies,
white kids
you fought
from
them.
like,
If your buddies
nice
if your
towns.
buddies were fighting with someone, you were fighting them. Like, Fort Cherry is the angriest hick school I think I've ever seen.
angriest hick school.
Like, we are the angriest group of farmers that I've ever... You ever see that 50 state stereotypes in a minute video?
No.
No? It's excellent. It PAs, it says, Pennsylvania, we're just a bunch of angry farmers. Yeah? Yeah, that's Fort Cherry. That is Fort Cherry in a nutshell. A bunch of angry farmers. Like, we are the angriest little hick school that I think I've ever seen in my entire life.
We barely had any farmers at my school. That's all like
Our farmers
lower
were split
middle
into
class, freaking
two.
house
Rich farmers, poor farmers.
plantations.
The poor farmers did not like the rich farmers. Rich farmers didn't like the poor farmers. That started the farm gang wars at Fort Cherry, which is what I'm calling them now. Okay?
Your school is so weird.
Right? Like, there was a very visible, like, income gap at Fort Cherry. Like, the rich kids did not like the poor kids, okay? And, like, every clique was divided into two, whether you were, like, rich or poor. Like, how Jimmy and I are talking, like, we were in the same sort of clique, but, like, our friends didn't like each other, so they didn't talk. We didn't really talk, because, like, you only really,
You had your group, and that's who you stuck with.
Yeah, like, you get introduced to new people through your friends most often in life, you know?
I mean, that's still kind of true today. I mean,
yeah,
like me and Jimmy never would have been friends, ever.
Right?
Because we didn't go to the same school.
You
but
meet
like,
new friends through friends. That's how it works,
because he's friends
right?
with Mikey, that's how.
Like, that's how humans make friends most of the time.
Then again, I didn't
So,
even know
like,
I was related to Mikey.
Yeah, so, like, Jimmy and I in high school never talked because our friends didn't like each other. And at Fort Cherry, it's the Fort Cherry, like, little gang wars, I guess. It's not, like, actual gangs, but, like, it might as well be.
I'm trying to think about that at your school, and it's so funny.
It's not funny. It's really bad. I'm not kidding. Some kid named AJ threw another kid whose name I don't know through our, down by our cafeteria, how we have that glass thing,
yeah.
like, and it's to put art. It's a display case.
Yeah.
It's an art display. Threw him through our, like, little school store table, which is usually in front of the display case. Threw him through the school store desk. Kicked him back over through the display case. Because they had beef.
That's funny.
That's why that wall for our library, I guess, according to my mom, whenever she went to Fort Cherry, that entire thing was glass. It was a big glass window. It's now mostly brick with some bulletproof windows. Because Fort Cherry had so much issue with fighting that the window was being broken on a weekly basis. You laugh, but I'm not kidding. I'm really not. Like, I can see the disbelief on your face, but I promise
it's not disbelief. It's probably more amusement.
Like, I promise you, it's like, it was wild. Fort Cherry's crazy.
I feel like every high school has their own set of crazy.
I remember in my 8th grade year, some kid OD'd on heroin on last.
Oh yeah, we had some kids doing some pretty heavy things at my school.
Fort Cherry was
He wasn't one of the 6-year seniors, but like, he went to rehab his senior year, so he ended up graduating with us.
the most wild fight I think I've ever seen at Port Cherry. Ever. Oh my god. So, this girl Anna was dating this guy Alex. Okay?
Oh, I already know who you're talking about.
Anna was dating Alex. Okay? Anna and this girl Emily were fighting. And Anna punched Emily in the face, got suspended.
I think I know what Emily you're talking about too. Yeah. I used to talk to her.
Anna punched Emily in the face. Emily didn't touch her, so Emily got to stay in school. Anna got suspended for a week. We're just chilling at lunch. Okay? And I guess because Emily and Alex were in the lunch period after ours, my friend Allie and I leave the room, and we're in class. And then we get a text from Allie's boyfriend at the time, and we open it up because we're not doing anything in class, we're watching it. It's a video. Anna's back. And I guess Emily was running her mouth and said something to Anna that she shouldn't have. And then Alex threw one of the circle tables in the cafeteria at Emily. She had to get 6 stitches in her face because he hit her with the table. These things aren't light either. He picked it up off the ground and just beat her with it. I was like, oh my god. Like, I guess what had happened was that Anna got suspended, Emily liked Alex, and I guess something went down in the cafeteria between Emily and Alex, like, beneath the table. Okay? Like, happened. Anna comes back, Emily tells her exactly what she did in front of her and Alex. And Alex picked up a round table and threw it at Emily. And then Anna got mad and punched Alex. And I was like, oh my god. We're just getting the details from Allie's boyfriend, and I was like, oh, Jesus. Port Cherry's wild. Like,
well, Jesus. I don't know.
when I say Fort Cherry's crazy, you don't even know. Like,
Good puppy.
this is why Jimmy and I have such a strong bond, because it's like we've escaped the same place. We're like, we've made it through the same struggle.
Sounds like a freaking war zone.
Yeah, like, it's
We survived the war of Fort Cherry.
It's
Like,
what it feels like. That was in 2016. That was a spicy year.
huh. Just the year you graduated.
No, I
Or
graduated
2 years,
2018.
so, yeah.
Yeah.
Just kidding, you're not close to my age. Well, you're not exactly far apart either, but you're not that close to my age.
Oh, that was wild though. Fort Cherry's crazy. Don't get me wrong, like, that's the only place I've ever gone. So, like, that'll always be
The
like, a part of,
craziest,
like,
yeah.
it'll be a part of who I am because, you know, born and raised in Fort Cherry atmosphere. But, like, I also understand, like, it's so wild. Like, it's crazy. Like, I was talking to Kevin about this once. I was like, Fort Cherry culture, man, it's just, it's a little much.
A little?
I bet everyone who watches your channel did not expect this amount of energy. Like, this amount of craziness from your videos, because you're pretty calm in your videos.
I
And
try
then-
to be.
Yeah, you're pretty calm, and then it's like, I come into these videos and it's like, whiplash.
Listen, everybody needs a little bit of crazy in their life.
I'm glad to be the crazy in your life, baby.
No. Yeah. Okay. I'm not even. Just gonna keep my mouth shut.
You can't even say that's not what
Sometimes you just gotta be quiet and accept it.
you can't even say that that's not what you meant though. Because I understand.
Not
like,
what you. That's definitely not actually what I meant, but glad we're bonding over the fact your school was shit.
Oh, it's so good.
Really? I hit him.
Fort Cherry, man. Wildest place.
Everybody has.
Oh, it was a Monday morning. Okay?
What morning it was matter?
Because you know Monday people are usually least likely to do things because it's a Monday.
Not at my school.
Oh, really?
You do stuff on Monday, you get out the rest of the week. Or everyone's just so irritated because we have to be at school on a Monday.
At my school, Monday was the least likely day to see anything happen because everyone's tired because Fort Cherry was divided into, other than the like income gap, two cultures. Kids who smoke weed and the Bible club. Okay.
Yeah, we didn't have a Bible club that I'm aware of.
Okay.
I would have probably
Which you'd
avoided.
think wouldn't be a thing because like separation of church and state, but we had a Bible club anyway.
Well,
Fort Cherry.
I mean,
like,
we were allowed to have stuff like that as long as it was like after school.
No, this was in school. Like
Your
club
school
meetings.
is stupid
Yeah, I know.
and weird.
I know.
And I'm
But,
so glad I didn't go there. But at the same time, like, I wish I would have.
Because it's just crazy. You would have loved to see it.
No, because I would have got to go to school with you.
Oh, see, I think it would be fun to go to Fort Cherry as an outsider just to see the stuff that happens because it's excellent. It's very entertaining. But so it's a Monday. No one's thinking that anything's gonna happen. I go into my history class, which is the first period of my day. U.S. History 2. Okay, first period of the day. Don't think anything's gonna happen. I'm in 10th grade. Walk into the room.
Did I hear?
I'm just in the doorway. Okay. And this girl Cassie, who some of our grade forgot she went to school with us because she was so quiet.
Oh my god, it's me in school.
Like, people literally forgot that she went there until she spoke. I'm not kidding. Cassie standing, screaming at this girl. Because I guess this other girl, whose name was Rayanne, I guess Rayanne was offering to send certain pictures to Cassie's boyfriend.
Skirt.
And Cassie's boyfriend was like not into it and told Cassie. And I guess Cassie caught Rayanne texting Cassie's boyfriend before class started. So I'm in the doorway just in time to see Cassie screaming at Rayanne. She goes, "No, I don't care." Grabs the back of Rayanne's head, smashes her face off the desk, flips her hair, and then just walks out into the hall, looks back at our teacher who just like got to the doorway, and is like, "I'll be in the office," and just goes. And I'm just sitting there, I'm like, that is the most extremely savage thing I think I've ever seen. Rayanne's face is bleeding, she's got a bloody nose, her eyebrows cut open, like Cassie messed her up with one fell swoop, just and you heard it connect too, it was beautiful.
Yeah, you don't mess with the quiet ones. Like,
It was insane, it was crazy. It's the greatest thing I think I've ever seen. Set my mood for the entire day. That was a good day. For me, at least, not for Rayanne. Rayanne manages to get up out of her seat and she's like, "Oh my god," holding her face, manages to like shuffle down to the nurse's office. That was wild. Greatest history class I think I've ever had in my entire life. Excellent.
oh, you and I have two very different definitions of the term excellent.
I thought it was great. It was the greatest thing I've ever seen. Plus, everyone hated Rayanne because Rayanne was atrocious. Like, her texting Cassie's boyfriend wasn't out of the norm. Like, that's just the type of person that she was. So to watch someone, like, punch her in the face was very satisfying.
Okay.
Watching someone, like, smash her head off a desk. Like, I wanted to hit her for so long, but, like, I'm not going to jail. No. Like, I don't got the money for that. I know ain't none of my friends got money for bail. So, like, I always managed to keep it together enough to not hit her. Cassie, though, Cassie just, like, smacked her face right off the desk. It was glorious. Like, it was great.
Sounds like it wasn't a little wonderful.
You was sitting there looking at me like my girlfriend's insane.
No, I would never look at you like that.
That tone of just no.
Like, you insane. That's not possible.
You love me though.
I do. Oh god, you're freezing. It's like laying next to a corpse. Sorry. Sorry. You're like, and I'm gone. I'm gonna just eat myself into the sun. Yeah, you're laughing because that's exactly what you say.
Throw myself directly into the sun.
Just contact sun me. Okay, let's get this bread.
Let's get this bread. Are you trapping the wandering trader?
I am trapping the wandering trader. He's gonna wonder why I'm trapping him too. Terrible, I know.
I love you.
I love you too.
This has been a long episode. A
It has.
very strange episode.
But I didn't want to end it in the middle of your story. Because, you know, I'm pretty sure people would have been like, well, what happened? Why did she end it? So I was waiting patiently.
No one's gonna believe any of my stories.
You know what?
Like,
If anyone from Fort Cherry is watching this,
I acknowledge
validate her story.
Like, I acknowledge it. Like, I understand it doesn't sound real.
And if you don't,
It's
Cthulhu will
fine.
come and eat your soul.
It's fine if you don't think that they're real. I understand it doesn't sound like something that would actually happen.
Or
But
people are probably thinking,
I'm
damn,
telling
your
you
skull
what.
is mild compared to what went on at
I
mine.
lived it. It was wild. It was great. Maybe not that great, because there were times when Fort Cherry was trash.
So,
But,
like, all the time.
it was entertaining. Always on your toes. Like, kept you on your guard. Always wondering what was gonna happen. It's been an hour and a half. I was just talking about Fort Cherry wildness.
Oops.
Am I still cold and corpsey?
Am still cold and corpsey? No, not really. I just wasn't expecting to get so cold so quick. Like, I know I'm sick, but Jesus. Like, freezing me out.
We need to call Paula too, by the way. I just remembered this.
Yeah. Alright, guys, and this is where I'm gonna end the episode because why not? That's enough storytelling for today. Bye, guys.